place to bring the guitar.
That's okay. Yeah, I know it's hard to practice a little bit during the summertime with vacation and stuff, but we do the best we can. I've gotten in the habit of just bringing a guitar with me everywhere I go, but
Yeah,
that's
I
just me.
brought one, but
I know how it is using your dad's guitar.
he was using it. So.
Yeah, I didn't get much of a chance. All right, man. Well, let's take a look at the jazz charts we've been working on. Which one do you feel like going over today? Do you want to do Autumn Leaves or Sugar or Blue Bossa? We've been working on that one too.
Yeah, work on this one. I've gotten a little better at it.
All right, cool. Well, would you like to start with the chords or the melody first?
Melody, because there's some, I think, like the breaks in it.
Okay, cool. Well, how about I accompany you and we play through the melody? I'll play the chords. Kind of keep things rolling with the rhythm. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, boom. Alright, we're getting better. Let's try just working through the first 4 measures. It sounded nice. Let's play through those together. Ready?
Yeah.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, and good. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good job. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Good. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's look at the next line. Same rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3. Right? Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's do that again. I'll keep the chords going. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep those all on those upbeats. You're laying on some downbeats. You got all the notes right. Try it again. I'm just gonna keep the rhythm really simple, just bass. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 2. Good. I'll do that with the chords again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it again. If you're landing on when your foot is tapping, it means you're on a downbeat. You're doing a good job keeping the time.
I held this one too long, I know that.
It's okay. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. try this much. This kind of rhythmic motif happens over and over in the song. The whole 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. So let's just try that much right there. Let's take it kind of out of context. So 1, 2, and 3, and so let's try it again. So think about the cue is kind of like that downbeat of 3 is your cue to get ready. It's going to come right after that. Listen to me play it a few times. Just get kind of a feel for that sound. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. It's real syncopated, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Try it with me now. 1, 2, and 3. So that A flat and that G. 1 and 2 and 3. Oops. Just try to hit that up. Try and count it yourself.
1, 2, 3, and 4. What? No.
You have 4. When you say 4, this is tricky, but it's good to practice. You're going to say it right between those notes. So give yourself a little time to say 4 between those two. It'll help you keep from speeding up and kind of rushing the upbeats, which happens. So let's try it out. 1. So if you count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. So try counting just the eighth notes just by themselves a little bit to get kind of centered in that, the counting. Then add the notes on top. So here we go. Two measures of just counting. So here we go. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, perfect. Let's do that again. So count it really. It's just all about centering yourself in the rhythm, really feeling the groove before you even start playing. So it's all in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Try it on your own this time.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
That's all right. Try it again.
1, 2, 3.
Just like that. Nice. It's funny, you can really be musical even when you count music. And there's no music at all, but the way you count, I learned this. I'm having to get, kind of conduct bands when we're playing, when you're trying to tell them when to start playing or when to enter into a song, into a particular part. You have to kind of give cues. So you just kind of have to feel the rhythm, even if nobody's playing or even if nothing's happening. If you can really feel that rhythm, not only is it easy to conduct other people, but then when you start, you're already just locked in to the groove. So, it's almost like there's always music just kind of happening inside of you. You just choose when to let it out when you're playing your instrument. That's a good way of thinking about it. Let's try playing that whole section one more time. So the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th measures right there. See if that practice helped out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. The rhythm was there. It's okay. I mean, just slide into it. It's bluesy that way. Yeah. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Good. Getting better and better. Just it's all about getting those upbeats to be as laid back as possible, which takes a good amount of practice, but just keep focusing on that, because that's something that we all have to work on at some point, Cool. Well, let's look at the next group of 4 measures. So we've got this point right here. It's a little weird. I don't know if you noticed this, but it changes keys momentarily to D flat. One thing that has really saved me when I've been trying to read this song kind of on the fly is thinking about a specific scale pattern, like a major scale pattern that fits right there, that's in D flat. That way I don't have to think as much about where my fingers are. So are you familiar with a major shape that kind of looks like this? It's kind of an A shape. talked a little bit about the major scale. Remember this guy?
Oh yeah.
So try just kind of playing around through that scale shape for a second. Well, here, where's that D flat? That's right in that area.
D flat is right here.
That's technically D sharp or E flat.
D flat.
There it is. Good. Try to find that on the G string, since that's that'll be more in the area that you're already in.
That's D.
Yeah, like that. Can you play a major scale kind of based off of that note? There you go. Well, here, we've talked about the scale degrees and all that stuff, right? Like whole, half. So start on that D flat on the A string. There you go. Yep. Now just go up the scale, saying the intervals as you go. So we're at D flat. So whole. Good. And then whole. Good. Keep going. So now whole step. Remember the G string. Yeah. There you go. Now up a half step. Oh, that's a whole step. There you go. And that's it. You got it. So that scale shape right there, you can kind of visualize that shape will help, because going from C minor to D flat major can be a little hairy sometimes. So if you look, so that first note that we've got is E flat, right? And all you have to do is pretty much play down that scale that you were just playing. Check it out. So you got the E flat. Can you play through that part of the song now? Oh, try it again.
Oh, that was wrong out there.
It's okay. It's a good thing we played through that scale shape, right? Good. So what note was that was kind of a little... Try to identify what's going on.
I was playing B when I was supposed to play a C.
That's right. Good. Now what's that next part? So this part gets a little different. So let's count that rhythm out for that part of the song. We've got 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and just like before, right? 1, 2, 3. So, and it's still on the upbeat of 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. So this part we actually do play some downbeats finally. The way we count this, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, like that. So let's try tapping that out one time. Just those 4 measures. So let's count in together. So here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. Good. Let's try it again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. That's right. That kind of caught me off guard too. Let's do it again. Just keep practicing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Been doing all these hard rhythms. The easy ones are starting to mess us up. Let's try it again. So let's just keep going. You're getting closer and closer every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Yeah. Listen to me play it one time. So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. That part it's weird because instead of hitting on those upbeats, they're hitting on downbeats. It almost feels like the whole rhythm of the song or that melody slows down a little bit. Try it out one time on your own now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, try it again.
No, I did it again.
It's okay.
I'm so used to doing.
Sometimes it's good to just think momentarily beforehand, like if you kind of premeditate a little bit, it will help you write little mistakes, especially if you practice it that way and it's a little bit, kind of ingrained in your muscle memory. Try to consciously think about that change a little bit beforehand each time. Yep. Picture it in your head for a second before you play it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and close.
Slow it down.
Yep. Let's just try this much. This is sounding good right here. What we're really focused on is getting through here and this. Try not to rush it. It's going to be your tendency. See if you can be late, The trick is just not to make the same mistake over and over again. So just make different mistakes. 1, so I'm going to give us just the count of 1 and 2 and 3, and then we'll come in on that upbeat of 3 right there. Ready? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. So let's just try and get to this guy right here. So remember, this is where your G flat is. Yep, 4th fret. Let's try it again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, just like that. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, do it on your own now. And 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Oh, too early. It's okay. Keep counting out loud. That's good. It's challenging, but that way you know what's going on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. That's it. Good job. Try it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Nope. It's okay. Just try it again. This stuff is just out of your reach, which means if you practice this stuff and really get it down, you'll become a much better player for it. It's not something that you can't do. You just gotta put in the time. So let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Good. Almost. Don't worry about that part yet. Remember, you want to get this part totally solid. So overall, this will save us time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Good. Don't worry about it yet. Just think about this. If you want to move forward, play it mentally. Don't worry about your fingers yet. If your brain really knows about what's about to happen, especially with something like sight reading like this, if you know what's about to happen before the event occurs or is supposed to occur, you'll just nail it every time. You just have to. The trick with sight reading and kind of working it with music like this, if you can look ahead, it's very much, I guess a weird analogy would be kind of like driving. We're very fortunate we can see so far ahead when we're driving, otherwise we'd have problems all the time, right? You want to do the same thing with sight reading, that kind of thing. Try to look ahead, or even if we're playing this over and over again, just try to think about this just a moment before. We've got a little bit of time here with this note being held out. So try and do it in your head. Don't play it just yet. And then when you do, it'll just come out. So let's try it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and it's okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Good. Let's do it again. One more time. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Good. Let's try to add those last 2 notes now. So it's 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Both just A flats right there. Try that out just one time. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Just like that. 1, and 2, and... That's right. There you go. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Yeah, do it again. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Good. All right, you ready to try and play that whole phrase? Starting right here. Okay, let's do it. 1, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Try it again. It's a weird phrase. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Good. Try it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Good. Nice. One more time. So it's easy. 1, 2 and 3 and 4.
Oops.
Oh, okay. 1, 2 and 3. That's right. Yeah, let's take a second. We've been drilling that super hard. I started to get that tunnel vision a little bit. Happens when you're practicing. But you're doing a good job, man. Stuff is just very syncopated. The more you write it out, the more you clap it out, all that stuff, you know. It's hard for us, you know, kind of like in the day and age we live in, because I'm sure you hear the cliche all the time about everyone expects everything to happen all, you know, immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that with music, only that we all grab an instrument immediately, you know what I mean? When you start playing the guitar, you pick up a guitar. And other musical, other cultures around the world with music, first thing they'll do usually if they're starting to play an instrument is just use either their hands or their voice or something like that. So anytime you can take it back to that place, you know that whatever it is you are working on is actually being internalized, because it has to be. You know, you can't sing stuff on pitch and in rhythm without really knowing it, right? Or at least hearing it 50 times or something. So the same stuff is true with this. I know it can be challenging because we all want to pick up the guitar and start playing immediately, but the more you can discipline yourself to just tap it out like we've been doing, that kind of thing, the more you'll see a faster development with these tunes as we learn these charts. Cool, man. Well, here, let's just play through this last phrase one more time. Oh, 1 second. Make sure. Yeah, we got time. So yeah, let's play through it.
Yeah. We're going through this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Sorry. Where's that E flat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right at the
1.
snap.
Sorry. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Oh, yeah, you got it right. I messed it